Hello everyone, I am Monika from IELTS 9. So on students' request, I am solving this reading passage. I think I am solving it second or third time, but within the gap of 1 year. I think last year I had solved this reading for the exam. So believe me, this is the most repeated IELTS reading wherever you are sitting in this world. Do all readings relating to language, language we speak, language diversity, and so many readings, future language and all. So definitely within a month this will come. So let's start this reading, language diversity. So if you can understand the meaning of diversity, means variety of language they may be talking in this reading passage. Okay, so for this reading passage we have been given here yes, no, not given. Please do practice with me, that will be beneficial for me. Only just solving reading, just take pen paper with me also. Before announcing my answer, please try to solve your answer yourself, and you can pause the screen because I am showing you questions along with the paragraphs also. So first type of question we have yes, no, not given. Second is multiple choice question. You can see this. So I have tried to make it a little bit colorful so that on phone, if you are watching this video, so difference will come out. And third type of question we have complete each sentence with the correct ending. So this is most common question nowadays coming in listening also. And of course, you must have noticed that in listening also complete each sentence or with the correct ending, or the options kind of things coming in IELTS listening as well as in reading also. But believe me, this complete each sentence with the correct ending or list of people kind of things. So these are really easy to find correct answers with the help of keyword strategy. Okay, so let's start this reading with first type of question, that is your yes, no, not given. Okay, so I would request do practice with me, and at the end you can always subscribe and like this video. Thank you so much. So IELTS reading tips and tricks for yes, no, not given, or true, false, not given. In fact, for every question you need to read the question statement first, and then definitely we will try to understand its meaning, and then one or two keywords we will come out definitely to find the location of the question statement. Okay, let's read it. So instructions, you should always read it. First question, the search for brand new universal language norms is essentially over. Okay, essentially over. So brand new is the keyword. I have selected universal language norm. So what is the meaning of this norm? Norm here means rules, regulations, you can say, is essentially over. So the search for these things, these rules and regulations for this universal language is essentially over. If it is over in this, if it is finished, means then it will be yes, and if it is not over or finished, then it will be no. And if they are not talking about any universal language norms and search for these brand new things and all, then it will be not given. Okay, so of course first type of question is this. Definitely we will try to find the location in first paragraph. Yes, sometimes in these kinds of readings, this is actually reading passage number 3. Sometimes in these kinds of readings it will take time to get the location of first and second question. So don't worry about it. If you are confused, then leave first and second question, then you can read the third question, because here I can see here person's name are there. Okay, person's name are there. Then these names, with the help of these names we can easily get the location of these things. Okay, yes, and one more thing. So true, false, not given, yes, no, not given, 90% they are in order. Where you will get the location of question number 1, you will get the location of question number 2 after that. But exceptional cases are always there, so don't worry about it. We need to find the location. Let's read the first paragraph, the concept of universal grammar. So I will not try to understand anything, I will just follow universal language norms. And of course in second question they are talking about human kind of thing. Okay, concept of universal grammar is one of the most influential in the study of languages. It is UG. Okay, widely interpreted as meaning all languages are fundamentally the same, and the human brains is born language ready with an inbuilt in program capable of interpreting the common rules underlying any mother tongue. Okay, it was proposed by Noam Chomsky, this and this. Now person name is there. So if you are doing pen paper, you can always take print out, or whenever you are doing other reading also. So I am telling you some reading tips and tricks. So when you are doing first type of question and I am reading this A number paragraph, always do underline the things. How I am doing it, that's okay, but here person name is there, so definitely I will just circle it, and year name is there, you can do this. Okay, this notion persisted for 5 decades, influencing work in linguistic psychology, cognitive science. It implied that in order to understand language, you must ignore the vast diversity of languages and focus. So here nothing is talking, they are not talking about any universal language norms. So I am looking for norms kind of and search kind of thing. So second number paragraph we will read. Now second paragraph we can see universal language, UG, no. Linguistic have discovered numerous universal language. Okay, universal language is here. Rules, yes, we have got the location, rules. Since the UG theory was proposed, there are however almost always exceptions. It was once thought that if a language had syllables that started with a vowel and end with a consonant, okay, the search for brand new universal language norms is essential over. Linguistic have discovered, okay, search, it is there, numerous universal language rules since the UG theory was proposed. There are always, okay, search for, search, instead of search they have used the word discovered. But brand new thing is not there. The search for brand new universal language norms is essential over. So where it is essential, where it is over, and they are not talking about any brand new kind of thing. So it means, I think we will, yes, we will just mark it not given, because the main soul of the question statement is missing. The search for brand new thing is missing. Okay, so discovered something, they have discovered numerous universal language rules they are talking, but brand new kind of thing is not there, and they are saying is essentially over. At this also I have not found it, so till now I will just write it not given. The human race may be affected if one or more languages disappear. Okay, human race, human kind of thing, it was in first paragraph, but yes, okay, human is, it isn't this, but there in a paragraph they were not talking like that. Human race may be affected if one or more language disappear. Okay, discovered, nothing is there. So here also they are talking about something a different kind of thing. So I am looking for C paragraph for human race, and if I got the person name also, we can always consider third number. Other non-universals, universal describe the fundamental rules of word formation. Consider here they are talking something grammar kind of thing. So I am looking for human race and Evans, Laos, spoken in Laos, languages, traits, North America, nothing is given. Let's read D number paragraph. You check it with me also. I am looking for D number paragraph for human race and Ivan and Levison. So okay, ability to infinitely place grammatically inside. So my focus is the human race may be affected, one more language disappear. So disappear, language is there, human is also there. It is widely regarded as the most important feature of human language, distinguishing it from communication of all other animals. Okay, nothing is given about this in D paragraph also. So many paragraphs we have to look for. Now we have come to E number paragraph. Okay, language diversity, no, is the key. Ivan person name is there. Okay, of the Australian National University, this and this is all unnecessary information. We should not waste time in reading all this. Okay, till here they are just talking about where he works and all. Okay, what he believe that languages do not follow the same set of rules. Instead, they argue that the sheer variety of human communication is a distinguishing feature not found in other animals. While there is no doubt that human thinking influences the shape of language, Evans and Levison. Okay, I think they have started talking about third number. So second number, we can, till now we can put it not given. If we get the location of second number in further paragraph, because exception are always there, as I told you. Yes, no, not given, true, false, not given, they are in order, but cases, exceptional cases are always there. If Evans and Levison are correct, then language does not affect how a person develops. Okay, now here Evans and Levison, now this is the location for third question. I think they argue that language shapes our brains. This suggests that humans are more diverse than we previously thought, with differences in our brain depending on the language environment in which we grew up. That leads to a disturbing conclusion: when a language dies, humanity loses an important piece of diversity. I think this is second number question. The human race may be affected if one or more language disappear. Dies, language dies means language disappear. This leads to a disturbing conclusion: when a language dies, humanity loses an important piece of diversity. It means human race may be affected. So here this is not given, this is yes. So this is not given. Yes answer will be there. So we are looking for third number. Are correct, then language does not affect how a person develops. Okay, Ivan and argued that language shapes our brains. This suggests humans are more diverse than we previously thought, with differences in our brain depending on the language environment. Are correct, then language does not affect how a, so this they are talking no opposite way. Here they are saying language suggests that humans are more diverse than we previously thought, with differences in our brain depending on the language environment in which we grew up. Grew up means person develops. So they are talking something opposite kind of thing. Okay, so fourth number, in the later half of the 20th century. So 20th century, so this is keyword 20th century. I think they were talking in first paragraph also. A single theory of language acquisition predominated. Yes, I will tell you, 20th century in English, it means they are talking about 19,000 year. Okay, in the later half. So half means 1950, and in the later half means just above 60 or 70, maybe they may be talking 1960 or 70, they may be talking 1960. It was in A number paragraph. So here we have got the location of third number in this paragraph, but in F also, but in G also, but in H also, in I also. There is no date, there is no year kind of thing. So it was in A number paragraph. You can see A number paragraph, they have given here year name. So that is later half of the 20th century. Half is 1950 and then later half. Okay, so let's read it. In the later half of the 20th century, a single theory of the language acquisition predominated. A single theory of language acquisition predominated. So here it was given, yes, it was proposed from here to here. You can read it and try to get the answer. It was proposed by Noam Chomsky in the 1960s. This notion persisted for 5 decades. It means it was dominated. It was predominated before 1960s they are talking. It implied that in order to understand language, you must ignore the vast diversity. In the later half, a single theory. Single theory, what they are talking about single theory? In the first lines, they were talking the concept of universal language is one of the most influential in the study of languages. It was widely interpreted as meaning of all languages as all. So they are talking about one language theory. It was predominated in 1960s and all. So it means this is perfectly matching. This is yes. Fifth number, linguists disagree on a particular point of state Salish grammar. Okay, if the linguistic or researchers, you can say, they disagree is an important word. Disagree means they will not agree on one thing, on a particular point of straight Salish grammar. So keyword, first we will try to find the location of keywords straight Salish grammar, and then the main soul of the grammar. If persons disagree on particular point, then it will be yes, and if they agree, then it will be no. And if they are not talking whether this straight grammar on this they agree or disagree, then it will be not given. So in C paragraph I have got this word straights, salish. See this? Okay. More controversially, see this, means some linguistic argue, they argue that a few languages such as straight Salish spoken by indigenous people in North America lack distinct nouns and verbs. So it is clear they were disagree, linguistic disagree on a particular point of straight Salish grammar. Okay, so here this is yes. I am taking time because I am explaining it in full that thing, and I am sharing reading tips and tricks. Please follow it. Just watch this video properly. Now next question. Most of the UG guidelines put forth by linguists do not hold true for all languages. Most of them. Now this is important word to notice. Most of the UG guidelines put forth by linguistic do hold true for all human languages. Okay, so UG guidelines, where we will get, that's the more important point. So here in this paragraph, in B paragraph, I have found UG guidelines. I think they are talking about rules only. Linguistics have discovered numerous universal language rules since the UG theory was proposed. Most of the UG guidelines put forth by linguistics do hold true for all languages. So actually most it is given, most not possible, and for all human languages that is also not possible, but still we need to find answer. I have discovered there are however almost exceptions. It was once thought if a language had syllabus. So because UG they are talking only here, most of the UG guidelines put forth by linguistics do not hold true for all languages. This, if a language had syllable, so here they are saying contradiction, and they have said this however exceptional cases are always there. So I will mark it no only. So if we get later on in another paragraph, then we can always reconsider this 6th number question. Now next question, that is multiple choice question. Choose the correct letter A, B, C or D. In answer sheet in front of question number 7, if your answer is B, then please write B alphabet in capital letter only. Okay, so how to do multiple choice question, that's more important. So let's read it. What is the author's opinion? So what I am doing it, I am trying to understand the question statement. I am trying to get the keywords for finding the location. So location, for finding the location I have found Evans and Levison's. Okay, so now the demand, try to understand the demand of the question statement. What is the author's opinion of Evans and Levison's theory of language acquisition? Okay, so we need to find what both the persons theory about language acquisition, what was it. I will not read anything, any option here. So first I will try to find Evans and Levison's in paragraph. So in B also not here. So we will just go to that paragraph where we have got this Evans and Levison's. So here in last paragraph I have got this word theory kind of thing. See this theory, and these both persons are there. So we need to find what is the author's opinion about Evans and Levison's theory of language acquisition. Levinson's and Evans are not the first to question the theory of universal grammar, but no one has summarized and spread these ideas as effectively. As a result, their arguments have sparked widespread interest, particularly among linguists tired of trying to fit their findings into this. Okay, let's read it, all options. Are the first to question the theory of this, but no one has summarized and spread these ideas as effectively. Okay, other linguistics have largely rejected. Other linguistic, no, rejection kind of thing is not there in this. As a result, their arguments have sparked widespread interest, particularly among linguists tired of trying to fit their findings. But rejection kind of thing is not explained here. So I will cut this. It is not backed by a fact. So it is also not given like that. Uh, in fact, they are saying summarized and spread these ideas as effectively they are talking. It had not been thought of before. This is also not before. This also not giving any sense. It is presented in an effective manner. So effectively word is given. So definitely I will select this D number. Okay. It is presented in an effective manner. This will come. Now 8th question. What purpose does the mention of a middle ear infection serve in the 8th paragraph? Okay, location already they have given in the 8th paragraph. Now we have to count the paragraph name. This also they have given this. So, but after reaching the 8th paragraph, we will try to find this word. Definitely it will be there, middle ear infection. What purpose does the mention, when the writer has mentioned about this middle ear infection, what is the purpose of explaining it in the paragraph? We need to find that purpose. Okay, let's move to 8th paragraph. So in this paragraph, see this locations, how we are getting it. So 7th was in last paragraph, 8th is in 8th paragraph. Okay, so I can see this word, middle ear infection. Okay, what is the purpose of mentioning this infection? Okay, so from where we will read. For example, okay, South Australia has discovered that indigenous Australian children have by far the highest incidence of chronic middle ear infection of any population of the planet, and that most indigenous Australian languages lack many sounds that are common in other languages but are difficult to hear. Here one has a middle ear infection. According to Evans, it is unknown whether this condition shaped the sound system of these languages, but it is important to consider the idea. Only they are explaining what kind of things are happening with these children because of middle ear infection. So they are lacking some sound system here. Only this they have explained. And options: the potential origin of something. No origin, no potential origin of something, not given, not explained like that. The most likely outcome of something. Any result, the most likely, no guessing, most likely outcome of something. That is also, in fact, they have given that because of that, Australian languages lack many sounds. But here they are talking about most likely outcome of something. So that is also not matching properly. An explanation of something. Yes, some explanation. And opposition to something. Opposition is also not there. Nothing is given about opposition or disagree or controversial. Nothing is given. So we can select C number. Now 9th number. Evans and Levison suggest that apparent similarities between languages could be caused by everywhere Evan and Levison. Okay, let's move to, but in I paragraph again it is given Evan. Apparent similarities between languages could be caused by. Let's find in another paragraph. Okay, so in E paragraph you can see this apparent similarity. So Evan and Levison suggest what they have suggested, that I am looking for. So here they are talking Evan. I have just, Evan. While there is no doubt that human thinking influences the shape of language, Evans and Levison argue that language shapes our brains. This suggests, some suggestion is also there. See this, I have matched almost every word. Suggestion that humans are more diverse than we previously thought, with differences on our brain depending on the environment in which we grew up. And this leads to a disturbing conclusion when a language okay, so somewhere I have read apparent similarities between languages could be caused by, here also you can read, believe that languages do not follow the same set of rule. Instead they argue that sheer variety of human communication. No, we are looking for similarities between languages could be caused by, similarities, this suggests that humans are more diverse than we previously thought, with differences depending on the language environment. So in this, though, I don't think so we are matching anything. So in same paragraph we have got the location here only. I have read the other paragraphs also. Nothing was given about this suggestion and all. So this suggests that humans are more diverse than we previously thought, with differences in our brain depending. So I have read it so many times. So let's find the answer on the basis of options. Similar ways of perceiving, narrow systems of description. This is not described anywhere. Close interpersonal tie, no. Error in analysis, nothing is given. So we will select A number answer. So now we can do 10th number question. See this. Which of the following language related beliefs do Evans and Levison share? Okay. Which of the following language related beliefs Evans and Levison share? Beliefs. Okay. This suggestion was there previously and this leads to disturbing. Okay. Next paragraph we will move.